Does an adaptation need to be faithful in order to be a good adaptation? My opinion is no. Personally, I care more about the quality of the adaptation. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be engaging on its own terms. And I could care less of how closely it adheres to the original source material. A good example for me of an adaptation that fundamentally changes the source material and does something more interesting and better is Minority Report. So as a quick summary, there's something called pre-crime. They have these precogs who can predict crimes before it happened. So the police works to apprehend offenders before they've committed the crime. The story kicks off when the chief of police finds out that he has been predicted to murder someone that he does not know. So then the story is him trying to figure out what's going on because he doesn't believe that he would murder this person. All right, so crucial differences between the short story and the movie. In the short story, Anderton is old, bald, unattractive. He's the creator of pre-crime. In the movie, he's youngish Tom Cruise, and he's not the creator of pre-crime. In the short story, the central conflict is between the military and the police, and the military is trying to discredit pre-crime in order to wrest control. There's none of that in the movie. In each of the stories, there's this concept of a minority report. So there are three precogs. When all of their visions align, there's nothing to question. When any of the visions differ from the other two, they call that a minority report. So then there's a alternate future. In the short story, he eventually learns that all three visions are each their own minority report, each affected by Anderton's knowledge of the previous one, which is an interesting twist. I like it. Anderton, as he considers each vision, realizes that he has a choice based on what he's seeing, so he makes a choice to go through with the assassination and fulfill the prediction. In the movie, Anderton is desperately searching for this minority report, but learns that he doesn't have one. But he learns that his knowledge of the prediction allows him to make a different choice, which completely challenges the fundamental premise of pre-crime that nothing can change and that it's moral to arrest these people before they've committed any crimes. So in the story, Anderton chooses to go through with the assassination in order to prevent the military takeover and protect pre-crime. In the movie, Anderton completely destroys pre-crime based on his new knowledge. And for me, unequivocally, the movie is better. The movie takes the core premise of the original story and fleshes it out in an interesting way. It deals with these same concepts of agency, of determinism, of morality in policing and in government control, the tension between freedom and security. And it does all of this while completely going off script from what the original short story does. So it's not the change that's the problem. Are the changes they're making good? Is there a good reason behind it? Do I personally like the changes? And then you can get into a whole debate, and that's a whole nother conversation. But on its own,